This is AACPS Digest with Maneka Monk.
Hello, I'm Maneka Monk, and welcome to the Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest, bringing you news about the people and programs of Anne Arundel County Public Schools. Northrop Grumman officials recently transferred ownership of a 1972 Sabreliner N-160W jet to AACPS to help launch the school system's new Aviation Maintenance Technician program.
We're pretty excited to get to pass this airplane on to a new life, to training young men and women to become airframe and power plant mechanics.
The opportunities for Anne Arundel County with this aircraft are exciting. The development of a course covering airframe and propulsion maintenance will offer students with a technical background expanded options to explore rewarding careers. Students will now be able to have hands-on experience with aircraft, airframe, and propulsion maintenance.
Thanks to Northrop Grumman Corporation, students interested in airframe and power plant maintenance careers will use the mid-sized twin-engine aircraft for instruction.
If we want students to excel in cutting-edge careers, we need cutting-edge partnerships. This aircraft, along with the large quantity of parts and equipment Northrop is donating, makes it possible for us to launch the new Aviation Maintenance Technician program at the Center for Applied Technology North and Tipton Airport.
One of the things that is particularly meaningful, I think, about this is that because we do this sort of strange testing here, we have to modify airplanes extensively. And one of the things that A&P mechanics have to learn to do is become craftsmen in their trade. They're not just replacing parts. They are designing and building and creating parts that are needed for machines to do what they need to do, and that is an important. We do that a lot here in industry. It's an important skill set that maybe you don't hear about quite as much, but it's kind of the art of being a mechanic, and this is a perfect application for this airplane.
AACPS is pursuing Federal Aviation Administration approval of the course so that the training program will prepare students for the FAA's written, oral, and practical airframe and power plant mechanics certification tests. After several months of deployment, the mom of a fifth grader at Millersville Elementary School was recently reunited with her daughter during a surprise visit to the school.
Pretty hard. The longest I've been away from them was probably about a month for military training, so this was definitely a challenge.
Very excited. I didn't really know what to do for the half second. Is this really happening? Is she back this soon?
The astonished student expressed how much she missed her mother, but also showed overwhelming joy bringing true meaning to school, community, and family, just in time for the holiday season.
We found out, it was confirmed about 12 hours ago, so I had communicated to all the stakeholders that this could be happening, and we pulled it off. It was easy, though. Kaylee's a special person. She's a special member of our family, and it's easy to pull something off like that for her.
Final collections were recently made for the school system's annual Harvest for the Hungry campaign, with a goal to collect thousands of pounds of food and thousands of dollars to benefit our local food bank.
Harvest for the Hungry is an extremely important campaign because we have so many citizens that are under the poverty line, and of course they get helped, but we also have about 25% of our population that what we'd like to call food insecurity. So they maybe one week everything is fine and then the next week it's not. So we need to fill in those gaps. And the food bank is a perfect place for that because what they do is they collect all the food. Harvest for the Hungry is one way that they do it. And then they fill our baby pantries and our senior pantries and our soup kitchens. And so they make sure that all the food goes out. So Harvest for the Hungry is a perfect opportunity for the school system to participate in that.
Schools around the county fully embrace this initiative because of its community and education value.
And I like to think it's also a really perfect opportunity for children to learn the importance of charity. So it's sort of twofold. Yes, we're getting the food, but we're also teaching children, we're educating them on the importance of giving back.
From now until January 6, 2020, the public can view hundreds of winter-themed works of art from talented elementary school artists at this year's Winter Wonderland Student Art Exhibit.
Winter Wonderland is an opportunity for our elementary students to be showcased at Westfield Annapolis Mall with a winter-themed artwork. And so the entire exhibit is winter themed. We work in the late fall with the art teachers to ensure that they are teaching a unit that crosses the curriculum but also has a winter theme to it. Each teacher is allowed to select 2 pieces of artwork and submit it for the Winter Wonderland exhibit.
Each year, the featured artists are celebrated during a reception to open the exhibit. South Shore Elementary School 3rd grade teacher Teresa Beilstein was recently named the 2019-2020 Maryland Teacher of the Year by the Maryland State Department of Education.
It is such an incredible honor to be recognized for a job that I love to do every day, and to be able to represent the thousands of teachers around the state and the countless students that we have in our Maryland public school system is such a joy beyond words, and I am so excited and eager to promote and represent our profession and our students this year.
In addition to many well-deserved prizes, including a car, Beilstein will perform several duties throughout the year that not only promote her platform, but will also uplift the profession and students.
I think our students need an advocate. They need an advocate that's going to go out and speak on their behalf. What do they need? And I have a particular interest in focusing on the mental health and well-being of our student population. So that's a big part of what I plan to focus on and give voice to this year. And I also think that our teachers around the state deserve recognition and deserve a champion. And so I am very excited to be able to be that champion and be that voice for them.
Beilstein has spent her entire 7-year career at South Shore Elementary. She is now the state's nominee for the National Teacher of the Year Award. At the annual Superintendent's Breakfast, hundreds of business and community partners gathered to celebrate and encourage the essential partnerships that fulfill student growth and capacity.
It's our future. I mean, the students are our future. I mean, anytime we're able to put technology in the classroom, it's terribly exciting.
What we do to help support them and make sure that they get the kind of financial literacy, and supporting our teachers, who then, of course, are imparting that to their students. That's what's important to the credit union, and that's our give back to the community.
The relationships fostered by AACPS and local businesses and organizations are essential to the school system's functions.
But when you give students an opportunity, they will flourish. You represent opportunity.
The Networking Breakfast is one of many events sponsored by the 21st Century Education Foundation in support of the school system's goals. An awesome example of essential community partnerships is the amazing generosity of the Rotary Club of Parole, which donated $80,000 in support of the Phoenix Academy's agricultural education program.
One of our members got involved with the school here, recognized that there was a need, and one of our focuses is on youth of the community and helping them by providing funds and mentorship so that they have a brighter future, because we believe kids are the future tomorrow. So we invest in them today.
The donation helped establish the school's Rise Up Farm, which has a custom-built greenhouse, shed, and farming area where students engage in hands-on learning experiences in environmental science, animal sciences, and botany.
When we get our outside groups and we get our partners to come in from the outside and really work with our students and provide opportunities, whether it's a physical structure or it's mentoring or hands-on learning, it really expands everything our students know and are able to do.
This partnership has been the impetus for this program. Because of the Rotarians' generosity, we were able to get the greenhouse, we were able to get the storage sheds, we were able to get the electricity to run not only the storage sheds but also the greenhouse. So again, it has been super important to us.
More than 100 students from a few county high schools recently learned some valuable life lessons while witnessing actual criminal court cases as part of the Schools in Court program, sponsored by the District Court of Maryland. Hosted by Judge Shane Spencer, students get a better understanding of how the state's justice system works and the consequences of making poor choices.
time for a car stop.
You're gonna make a mistake. This is what I would tell you that when you leave here, I want you to do. When you make it, own it, and make it right. When you make a mistake, own it. Make it right away. What's that mean to you? I don't know yet. It could mean making a phone call. It could mean saying, I'm sorry. It could mean a lot of different other things. We'll get there. But when you make a mistake, own it. Don't think that anyone on this side of the aisle of the well has not made a mistake. All of us have. I make them every single day. I'm going to make one today. I'll make it right sometime.
The students heard testimony from defendants and victims of drunken driving accidents, drug abuse, and speeding and distracted driving cases, and watched Judge Spencer sentence people for their indiscretions. The Schools in Court program began in 2000 and is presented biannually for county high school students. For the second straight year, AACPS took an active part in Unity Day, an initiative of the National Bullying Prevention Center. In the effort to visibly show commitments to fostering acceptance and inclusion and eliminate hate and bullying, thousands of students, staff, and community members painted the county orange by wearing the color, taking part in a variety of activities planned to reinforce the message of unity. The day is just the first of several occasions on which AACPS will specifically address anti-bullying issues this year. As part of Project Unity, AACPS students and staff will wear orange and participate in additional activities on December 5th, February 12th, and March 24th. Thank you for watching Anne Arundel County Public Schools Digest on AACPS-TV.
The Writing on the Walls course was designed to create an exciting experience for students who might not normally consider taking an art course. We examine modern artists in a modern material, and we encourage students to find their voice and tell their story through their work.
Writing on the Walls is such a fun class. It's a fun way to approach art. This was the first time I realized I might have some artistic ability.
You can have fun and don't have to be a super serious artist to enjoy the class.
It's really fast-paced and exciting. I love how our murals turned out.
I was surprised how much fun I had and how I was just really able to express myself through the art.
Find your voice. Tell your story.
Sign up for this course today.
Storytelling, Writing on the Walls.
The Cafe at Maryland Hall is a collaborative venture between Anne Arundel County Public Schools and Maryland Hall for the Creative Arts. The culinary arts students of the Center of Applied Technology South not only prepare the wonderful food items, they also manage and staff the cafe. Patrons may enjoy a treat or a cup of coffee while also enjoying exhibits and performances from artists in the AACPS-PVA program and local art community. This amazing collaborative partnership gives the community an opportunity to experience awesome food and customer service in a rich, artful atmosphere here in the community's art center, our vibrant and exciting Maryland Hall.
We all know eating healthy and proper diet are important for staying in shape. And nowadays, all you hear about is cutting calories and reducing intake. But for an athlete, this just isn't true. Athletes actually have to increase their intake to supply their body with the fuel necessary to perform at an optimal level.
Being an athlete, you need to keep a special diet. Carbohydrates and proteins help maintain an athlete's energy level while supplying the necessary proteins needed to build muscles. Athletes should consume 10 ounces of grains a day and 7 ounces of proteins. Fruits and vegetables help maintain a balanced diet because they provide your body with natural sugars and vitamins. You should have 3.5 cups of vegetables and 2.5 cups of fruits a day.
Oils and fats are fine in moderation but should be limited. Excessive oils and fats cause athletes to gain unnecessary weight.
But the most important thing in an athlete's diet is water. An athlete should have 2 to 3 liters a day to provide their body with the proper hydration to perform at an optimal level.
Hi, I'm Wiley Baker, host of The Score. Join me later today where we feature an essential individual of Anne Arundel County Public Schools athletics. That's The Score, right here on AACPS-TV and the YouTube channel.